Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I wanted to create a very demure, mindful, cutesy look that's perfect for the workplace or for every day. I'm feeling very inspired by this viral TikTok sound. I'll play a little snippet right now.
You see how I do my makeup for work? Very demure, very mindful. I don't come to work with a green cut crease.
I'm sure we've all heard it by now, especially by the time this video is live. But yes, today I'll be creating a really nice, soft, everyday, appropriate makeup look that's really cutesy, mindful, and demure. Love it. Before I get into it, a portion of today's video is sponsored by Ellis Brooklyn. They just brought out this gorgeous fragrance. This is Dear Sky, and I've been using it the last month and it's stunning. And I'm so excited to finally be able to talk to you about it. Look how gorgeous the bottle is. First off, it's like really pretty and opalescent. Love. But this is a very confident, radiant, flirty fragrance while still being cutesy, demure, and mindful, of course. They created Dear Sky to be an ode to the American West. It also represents wild souls that blaze their own paths, which is so fitting for where I am in my life right now. I just needed to douse myself in it to get into the vibe. I started using this fragrance the week I stepped out of my comfort zone and moved to a different city to force some growth and new experiences and environments and people, even though I was super comfortable before. So this is going to hold so many beautiful new memories. And what's so interesting and what I love so much about this one is that there's something that brings back memories of of my younger self. Like really good memories, but I can't pinpoint exactly what it is. So if you smell this, help a girl out because I need help. I need help to identify what it smells like. I don't know, there's just something there. And I know I'm not alone with this because a few people on the Ellis Brooklyn team said the same thing. I don't know what it is. So Dear Sky is described as a modern, fruity floral. It sparkles with honeydew melon, strawberry leaf, white peony, and galbanum. So the top notes are bergamot essence, rhubarb, honeydew melon, and strawberry leaf. It might be the rhubarb for me actually, because every summer as a kid, I would eat rhubarb dipped in sugar all summer long. So maybe that's what's bringing it back. Its mid notes are tuberose, white peony, and pink pepper. And the dry down is ambrette, galbanum, and upcycled cedarwood. It's a gorgeous fragrance. And if you're wanting to try it out for yourself, I'll have a link to it in the description down below. But I wanted to say another quick thank you to Ellis Brooklyn for sponsoring today's video and creating something that's going to capture all of my memories in one little bottle. So to begin today's makeup look, I'll be using my Urban Decay Face Bond foundations in 2 shades. I'm kind of in between these 2 right now. I have 5 Fair Neutral and 7 Fair Neutral. This is a perfect foundation, especially for this time of year. It helps to stay in place so your makeup does not melt away, which is not very demure. So this is a very mindful foundation to go in with today. I promise I won't be saying that the entire video, just here and there, okay? Something to be mindful of is that this foundation is a quick setter, so you want to work a little faster than you normally would before the powder that's inside this foundation sets down. So just get it on there nice and quick. Now for my concealer, I'm going to be using my Shiseido Self Refreshing. I have been using this all summer long. I think it's been my most reached for concealer since it's entered my life. It is a little bit of a darker shade, which I don't mind because it doesn't like overly brighten my under eye, so it kind of gives more of like a natural effect in a way, which I like. But please go in with any base products you love and that your skin loves as well. This video will be more about the decorating part, like the cheek and the eye look and the lip. I'm going to rely on this powder to do a little bit more of the brightening work. This is the Nars Light Reflecting Prismatic Powder in the shade Milky Way. And I'm taking a powder puff. Sorry, didn't mean to flash my middle finger there. That's not very demure of me. But I'm applying this with a powder puff to really get that powder into the concealer to set it at a deeper level. This combo of products just super blurs me out and I love that. Something I like doing in the summertime or whenever I'm really needing a long wearing makeup, I'll add a layer of setting spray after I'm done my base. This is the classic Urban Decay All Nighter. And I did get overly excited with my powder there. I forgot I had a few more cream products to go in with. So this is just going to help like reactivate things so it doesn't get weird and funky once I add the creams. I forgot I wanted to add this blush. It was just way too fitting, okay? This is the M Cosmetics So Soft Blush in the shade Demure. Perfect, right? So what I like to do with these, any type of stick or cream blush in general, honestly, liquid form too, and powder, all blushes, I like to gauge the amount in the palm of my hand first. Now this is a gorgeous little cutesy shade. Softly peachy, a little bit brown, nice and nude. There's kind of like a good mix of a bunch of things there. There's also like a little bit of like a purpley mauvey hue to it too. Do you see that? Maybe not. I see it though. And I like to take my brush and prime it. I really like to get in there, coat the bristles, and then I pat to gauge how much I've got. This is a Rare Beauty blush brush, by the way. It's a really nice, coarser, denser brush, but it really gets in there and blends the product out nicely. I like to add my blush like right in this area right here. This is where I naturally blush, or if I'm in the sun too long and I get overheated, I always turn red right here. And I always love that look. So I like to bring it up closer to the eye. I think it flatters my face nicely. And I always feel a little bit more cutesy with this placement. And I'm going to layer some things over this. So I'm just adding a little bit more because I know once I add my powder and my bronzer and my highlight, this will kind of get taken down naturally. So that's that. I'm now going to take a little bit of my newest favorite highlight, which probably some of you wouldn't expect, but this is the Half Magic Beauty Beam Trap Skin Illuminating Balm, and it's quickly become a favorite of mine because it kind of meshes two of my discontinued favorites, like the MAC Cream Highlight, the Cream Color Base Highlight, and a discontinued Kosas product. It was the Blush and Highlighting Duo. I loved the highlighting side of that duo so much, but this one is not as glossy and wet as the Kosas, but it's not as dry and opaque as the Nars Color Base. So it's like perfectly meshing those two products together, and it's making me really happy. So I just take a little bit of the lighter side to highlight with. So I like to take it just on my cheekbones and just on the bridge of my nose right there. I like to accentuate right here the most, and then I bring it down just for a really nice natural glow. It's such a gorgeous highlight. I'm obsessed, actually, truly. Now to bronze. I've been back on this. I love the duality of women. Like my last video where I had like the full punky, full lime green look. Now I'm going to be doing like a really soft, natural, everyday kind of look. Oh, what is this? What is that? What was that? Was that some of the highlight that splashed? Anyways, what was I saying? Oh, how I love being a woman with ADHD. I'm now taking a good amount of my LYS Triple Fix Translucent Setting Powder in the shade Resilience on a bigger powder puff from Huda Beauty, just to set the center here. To lock that in for long wearing makeup today. I'm going to quickly do my brow routine, so please enjoy the kitten intermission. My blush got masked a little bit more than I wanted, so I'm actually going to bring it out with a little bit of this. This is the MAC Extra Dimension blush in the shade Fairly Precious. It's like a really nice nudie shade. I was in between two colors, like this more pinky one, but I think this one suits the essence of this look a little bit better. So I'm taking it on this BK Beauty 111 brush, and this is kind of a blush and highlight in one, so it's going to also revive and grip onto that Half Magic Beauty blush a lot. I mean highlight. Let's do eyeballs now. To start, I'm going to take this Cheekbone Cosmetics Empower Eyeliner in the shade Cedar Brown. And I'm not going to be using this like I usually do, okay? I'm just going to use it to enhance my outer lashes right here. Just a little smudgy. So I'm taking this tiny little brush. This is a Huda Beauty eye smudge liner. It's super microscopic. You could honestly use like a little art store brush almost. Like it's so flat. And then I'm going to kind of open my eye. To do a little dash right here to enhance my lashes and subtly extend the eye, just very lightly. Then I'm wiping my brush in between every few strokes just to remove excess, just to help it just look like a little soft smudge, like nothing much. Now I'm going to be using a classic. This isn't my old expired one. Urban Decay actually brought this back, which is super exciting. It's the original Naked palette in the same packaging, the same colors, but an upgraded formula, which is nice. I'm just going to be using maybe these three shades. Naked, Buck, and either Sin or Sidecar. I haven't decided. I haven't decided yet. Decided. It's cute. This palette is reminding me of like their old classics, which is fun. So I'm taking the shade Naked right in the crease softly. Bringing a little bit loosely down here. And then I'll take a touch of the shade Buck, just the slightest amount, like I just dipped once in there, wiping the rest off, just because this has more of like a neutral contour tone, but it's a little deeper, so I didn't want it to be overpowering. So these are the three shimmers I was thinking of. We've got Half Baked, Sin, and Sidecar. I like the shade Sidecar. I'm just going to take such a little amount of it though, because I just want like a subtle sheen. I don't want it to look like a really glimmery look, but I just wanted that neutral shine for like that healthy glow look. I might even mix in a little bit of Sin. Ooh, I forgot to show you, I redid my nails. It's my newest hyperfixation. I'm like, should I open like a press-on nail business? I'm so in love with doing nails right now. This is my second set ever. I use the Gel X system. I also repurposed the fake piercings I added to my Brat Summer makeup look onto my nails. I just love them. And I don't know how my non-dominant hand did that. Like I like this hand better than this one, almost. Once I get the techniques down, I'll for sure do like a nail vlog. If you're wanting to get into it, please do all the research. There's so many precautions you need to take because allergies are a serious thing. Like you may not be able to ever do your nails with gel polishes or gel ever again. So you just want to be very mindful about that. Be mindful, demure, and cutesy with it, okay? I'm a very artsy person, and just having another craft and hobby to do is just the best. Between crocheting, knitting, clay sculpting, makeup, all of that. I just have a constant craft going on. It's the best thing ever. Okay, anyways, for this eye look, I'm also going to take some of the highlight I used on my face, the Half Magic one, in my inner corner. I love this as an inner corner highlight. I just like the glossier appearance this adds. Oh, it's just stunning. Stunning. I'm gonna add it here because I always forget to highlight my inner corner when I do my other eye off camera. It's just a thing. I'm also gonna add it to my brow bone. And one more little detail I want to add is taking a little bit of that darker matte shade Buck and placing it right here on my lower lashes, just to kind of do the same thing up here, just to define them and make my eyes look a little bit more doe-like and defined overall. Now I'm just going to do this eye off camera and I'll be back for mascara. I like to really give my lashes a generous curl. Like I squeeze and squeeze and squeeze until they're... I think I went a little bit overboard today. That looks crazy. Whoops. Now I'm putting on a layer of my Clio Kill Lash mascara. Today I'm using volume curling. And I do an extra coat where I placed the liner and the darker shadow. So on my outer eye So on my outer eyes. There's my cutesy flirtsy look. I unfortunately had to extend the liner on this side a little bit because the eyeliner curse got me today. For my lips, I'm going to start with this lip pencil from Jones Road in the shade Nudist. All these color names are not really matching the theme. Nudist. I feel on the spot, I can't remember any of the other shades, but I know there's more. Then I'm going to go in with my Fenty Beauty Gloss Stick in the shade Fenty Glow 03. Oh, that shine is gorgeous. Look at that lip dew. Stunning. I love these so much. And here's my makeup look inspired by this silly little trending sound on TikTok. In all honesty, this is like such a perfect, everyday, natural, subtle, beauty enhancing makeup look. And I really hope you love it. I also wanted to say another big thank you to Ellis Brooklyn for sponsoring a portion of today's video. Please check out this fragrance if it sounded good to you. It's so delightful. I'll have a link to it in my description box down below. But that's going to wrap things up on my end. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. I'll have everything I used listed and linked in the description box down below, so feel free to check that out. If you're newer here, please subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!